I know the law, Fiddler. I know the law too well.
Then you ought to know that there ain't no way to beat the law. White folks live by it and niggas die by it.
It's Focus Connect back in the building. And Chrisean Rock, people need to check on that young lady, man, because she really going through it. A lot of things we look at on the internet, man, it be for entertainment. And it give us a laugh. It give us kicks and giggles. And a lot of things, it make us drop our head and shake our head because we see the influence that these people have on the next generation that's coming behind them. But Chrisean Rock is kind of getting beside herself, and she's not understanding that the things that she's going through is all situations that she caused on herself. She's saying that she got a hate for Blueface, that she says she want to shoot Blueface, she want Blueface dead, and she got issues about the way the family been speaking on the child in the situation with her and the baby. But Chrisean have to understand one thing. When it come down to the baby, we all saw you on TV drinking, fighting, smoking, doing everything to cause your baby to be the way your baby is now. And of course, Chrisean has that baby with her. A lot of people, we see different things to where it look as if she's not caring for the baby properly. And then she's speaking against Blueface family when it looked like Blueface family is really coming from a place of love with this baby. You gotta look at the fact that she didn't even know who the baby's dad was. Her ex-boyfriend who passed away, who lost his life, he was on the internet saying that that was his son. So once these people found out that the baby theirs, you can't wash away all of that stuff that you already put out there. You can't wash away your image on the internet. That digital footprint that you got on the internet, that was caused by you. Everything you've done on the internet is actions that you have made. And then now, and that's bad with our women, that they do everything to disrespect themselves. They do everything to tarnish their reputation. And then they always think that when they're done doing all of that, we're supposed to just wash it away and treat them as if they're an angel. Chrisean Rock is on the internet sucking another guy's toes while Blueface was locked up. She have been in multiple different guys' bedroom. I don't even know if we want to call it relationships. She have been in plenty of sexcapades with many different men right before our eyes. And then she made the statement as if about the little boy, when he get older, he's not gonna like his dad and he's not gonna like that family because of what they see on what the baby may see on the internet about Blueface and his family. But she's overlooking the fact that if the baby go on the internet and see the lifestyle that you have lived, think about if that baby get on the internet and see that he turned out with a disorder because of your drug use and your alcohol abuse. Think about if your baby get on the internet once he get bigger and he see the sex tape with you and Blueface. What if your baby get on the internet later on in life and see all these fights and see how disrespectful you are as a woman on baddies? No matter who and how you feel about yourself as a woman, of why you were fighting or why you were acting in certain different ways, your child will not understand that. All he will do is see that digital footprint of what you put out there and how you lived your life. But you gotta realize one thing, that you can turn it all around, because you can create that digital footprint to where your baby can see a contrast from who you were and who you will become. But to get on the internet and now you speaking about the situation with you and Coileray, that y'all were beefing over Blueface, and you're saying that you already had a dude while you was beefing with this girl over Blueface. Because in the beginning you said you really didn't care because you already was still with your ex. But then you saying that you hit this girl in the face with a phone over Blueface. So A lot of things people say are so contradictory when you can see these people's actions. And she's not understanding that her actions speak way more louder than her words ever will. Ladies, young ladies, y'all have to wake up. Because the older ladies at this point, they know, even if they were like this, a lot of them have changed, and some of them are set in their ways, and they'll be that way for the rest of their lives. But when I see this lady trying to blame everybody else for her mistakes, that lets you know she hadn't done like Michael Jackson said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm not trying to change nobody else. I'm not holding nobody else accountable for nothing that I allowed to happen. The only thing I can do is take a licking and keep on ticking and make sure I don't make those same mistakes again. But when you go back, and anybody who's still here for this video, just type in Chrisean Rock name on anything as far as Twitter, as far as Reddit, or as far as Instagram. And the digital imprint that this girl has put down is straight negative. Then every now and then she'll get on there emotionally crying about a situation and try to explain why she went off the deep end. But it's no excuse for you not being able to control your own actions because you operating out of emotions. That's your fault. You can't blame that on nobody but yourself. And as adults, we have to understand that. We have to teach this to our children. We have to understand that what's going on in our society is we are not taking accountability for our actions. A lot of people think they can cry and go and find somebody who don't really know what happened and tell them a certain story. And then as long as they got somebody going along, sympathizing with them and being a shoulder to cry on, they feel like they got away with it. But when you see this girl's life playing out right before our eyes, when we see everything that this girl has done nothing but gain negative attention. And when I look at her doing that fighting with Coileray, and she was in a Sprinter van with Glorilla, and Glorilla tried to tell Coileray not to get in the Sprinter van. So I salute Glorilla for that, and then I can see that Coileray was trying to be messy because she was trying to portray herself to say, like, okay, she said she was gonna do something when she see me, so now I'm in her face. So if Chrisean Rock wouldn't have done nothing, then Coileray would have walked away and say, I saw her and she didn't do nothing, and then it would have went on. It would have been more and more. But at the end of the day, Chrisean Rock, you still shouldn't let a person control. You let her control you when she did that. She controlled you when she made you move on her like that. Because you saying she was talking smart. She didn't physically touch you. But you want to fight over Blueface. You want to mark and claim your territory. And then you didn't even think about Glorilla in the situation. And I'm going to tell y'all one thing why I salute Glorilla in that situation. Because guess what? We didn't never hear nothing about this situation until Chrisean Rock just said it. So I like the way even Chrisean know that she slipped by doing that around Glorilla, and she still didn't disrespect Glorilla, and she said she understand why Glorilla don't even mess with her no more. Because you got to look at this. Coileray and Glorilla probably could have formed some type of alliance. They could have been features on each other's songs, and you don't know if you messed that up or not. You don't know if you caused a problem between that. But sometimes you got to be careful at the things you do. You got to be careful to make sure that violence really shouldn't be an option. And then on top of that, she say she was pregnant when she did that. So that's another thing that your baby can go back when he get bigger and say, damn, mama, I'm like this because you was fighting while you was pregnant with me. So the same fingers you point at Blueface, like they used to say, when you point one at one person, you got 3 pointing back at you. Because when they type your name in and that digital footprint that you got online, it don't look good. And then we can see, man, Chrisean and her sister They from the trenches for real. Cause man, I saw a video of that goddamn girl sister fighting Tashiki, whatever her name is. Man, she throwing hands like Riddick Bowe. I'm talking about she throwing slobber knockers at these females. She really throwing man hands at these females. So it's like they come from a destructive background. But you gotta understand, in the real world, you ain't gonna get nowhere like that, man. That's gonna get you kicked to the side, because from how Chrisean first hit the scene, man, that girl looked totally different, man. That girl looked like a ray of sunshine at first, and now every time you see her, it look like it's a dark cloud over her, because her sins are weighing heavy on her at this point. See, a lot of people know how to mask certain things, but man, you can see the pain in Chrisean, man. You really can see the pain in her. And I want y'all to understand one thing. When I make this video, I'm just speaking on the facts, what's out there, man. I don't hold no grudge against this young lady, because she really probably young enough to be my daughter, man. So really, I be looking at these scenarios and looking at these situations because I want my kids to avoid becoming like this, man. I don't want my daughter with no guy that's telling her either get with the program, get with my program, and talking to my daughter like he a pimp and she the hoe. But Chrisean Rock accepted that. And see, that's why you gotta look at, if you a man and you got daughters, man, it mean a lot to have that strong presence. And I know it's hard, man. A lot of scenarios, it's really hard to deal with your kids if they not in your household, because you really don't have no say-so. Your word can be out-trumped as a man by the mama. See, a lot of division can be caused. But the way Baltimore, man, ain't no joke. Baltimore, just like how Memphis, Chicago, how Cali and New York and all these other places, Philly, man, it's certain places that the trenches is real deal trenches. Cause the way these girls fighting, man, y'all gotta see Chrisean Rock's sister fight, man. That girl fight hard. That girl was throwing hands, and I was scared for whoever them hands landed on. And then, you know, Chrisean Rock then got in a situation with Blueface, and you gotta understand them Cali guys they gotta play a game about them. They gotta play a vibe. And then you gotta understand, Chrisean, you slow to Blueface. You made a lot of moves that destroyed your reputation with Blueface. You really, the guys you messing with compared to Blueface, they look like the help. I'm out.